welcome to the Patriot Training YouTube channel. My name is Clay Howell. I am the owner of Patriot Training, and I am also the head firearms instructor. Today's topic, medical classes. Specifically, why should you take a medical class? And also, we're going to touch on how not all medical classes are created the same. Why to take a medical class? That's a good question. One of the most important answers is the fact that you are far more likely to use a medical class in your day-to-day life than you are to use your firearm. There is an organization out there that is putting ads on the internet, and if the ads are to be believed, then you are over 300 times more likely to use medical knowledge than firearms knowledge. Of course, that would depend directly on where you live, what you do, that sort of thing. Another reason to take a medical class is that if you carry a firearm for self-defense, you cannot expect to come out of a life or death struggle, an altercation, without some sort of injury. That's unrealistic. If you are authorized to use deadly force, that means that deadly force has been used against you, and you are likely to have to treat the injuries that you sustain when you received the attempts at the deadly force. And with that comes a warning. There are many places out there that have medical classes, most of which are taught by highly skilled and qualified medical personnel. But not all medical classes are created the same. A Patriot Training student came to me one time and said, "Hey Clay, why do we pay for Stop the Bleed when thus and such operation offers it for free?" And that's a good question, my friend. I'm glad you asked that question. Why pay for a Stop the Bleed class from Patriot Training when other outfits offer it for free? And I would have to say the number one answer to that question is because what you get is worth every penny of what you paid. At a Patriot Training Stop the Bleed class, you will get hands-on experience. I can't guarantee that for others. You will also get to use and practice with tourniquets of all makes and models and decide what is best for you. You will get to actually pack a wound on a real wound cube designed for that sort of training. You will get exposed to all sorts of medical devices and gear and equipment that you might need to use. So not only are you getting a lot of hands-on, not only do we bring additional materials that are not required by a standard Stop the Bleed class, we go above and beyond, and you get the real life, as close as you can to the real experience without somebody actually being hurt. So that's one of the reasons why not all classes are created the same. I'm reminded of a time that I took a rifle class, and I'm not going to tell you the name of the place that I took this class from because I don't wish to denigrate the place. They teach good material. In this class, one of the instructors saw a SAM XT tourniquet in the kit of one of my fellow students. Truth be told, I had a SAM XT tourniquet in my kit. It was just covered up. And there was a friend with me at that class too, and my friend had a SAM XT tourniquet as well. His was also covered up. So this instructor sees this SAM XT tourniquet, and he literally stops the class and holds up this gentleman's SAM XT tourniquet and begins to belittle the tourniquet. He has absolutely nothing good to say about it. over the course of the next 2 days, it was a 2-day rifle class, I was able to ask this instructor if he had ever had to use the medical training. And his response was, "Thank God, no, not yet." And that's good. That's good. Meanwhile, here at Patriot Training, we absolutely advocate the SAM-XT tourniquet. And that is at the recommendation of our head medical instructor, Terry Kautz, who is a critical care paramedic and who has been an EMS for 10 plus years. At the time of the filming of this video, I asked Terry, "How many tourniquets did you use last week alone?" And he told me that he had used 6 tourniquets. Remember, he favors the SAM-XT. And keep in mind that if he used the tourniquet, it was absolutely indicated, and that likely saved a person's life. To be fair, he does not use 6 tourniquets every single week. Terry and I have had this conversation many times. Some weeks he may only use 1 or 2 tourniquets. But nevertheless, over the course of 10 years, just try to imagine how many times he has applied a tourniquet and saved someone's life. Versus another instructor out there who criticizes that gear and has no experience in actually saving a life. That brings up a question. Whose opinion carries more weight in your mind? I know whose opinion carries more weight for me. That will do it for today's topic. I would like to remind you that you do not have to be a patriot to train, but you do have to train if you want to consider yourself to be a true patriot. Take care. This video was brought to you by Greene Haven Customs. At Greene Haven Customs, you can build your very own custom stippling package. Greene Haven Customs offers textures, undercuts, thumb ledges, grooves, Cerakote, and more. For more information, go to greenhavencustoms.com. The link is in the description.